Okay. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm Bruce. Thank you all. They call me Uncle Bruce. Remember, stink bids save lives. If you don't know what that means, you're not a regular on this channel. It's okay. If you're new here, welcome. You're all welcome here. What we're talking about here, stink bids save lives. What we mean by that is there are times where you're doing trading, buying a stock, buying an option, trying to buy back an option you've written at a higher price, trying to buy back a lower price. You don't want to get sucked in to paying too much for something like a call or a put option that you've written that you're now trying to buy back at a nice profit. The thing with the option writing business that we talk about here all the time is you make your money when you sell an option first. That's your first transaction. Your second transaction is buying it back at a lower price, keeping the difference as your profit. Sometimes what happens, however, is people will look at a quote on an option and they'll see that, I sold it for $3 and the market is $1 to $1.25 right now. And they want to buy it back, and they put in a buy order with their brokerage firm, and it turns out that it's a buy order at market, and they end up paying $125 for a contract that theoretically they could have paid more like $1 for. Now, using a stink bid, you're using this strategy here. The market is $1 to $1.25, and the last trade was $125. Let's pretend it's actually traded there last. Common sense would say, well, the last trade was $125. If I buy this contract $125, I'm paying what the last guy paid. On the other hand, you're an option writer. You're trying to score a return here, and every penny lower you can buy a contract back for is $1 in your pocket, because 100 shares is represented by one option contract. Now, you wrote 10 calls or 10 puts at $3, you brought in $3,000. Now you want to buy them back between $1 and $1.25. Hey, if you pay $1.25, good night, congrats, you're done. But you don't have to pay $1.25. As a matter of fact, you could put in a bid to buy those contracts back at whatever price you'd like, between $1 and $1.25. You could bid $1 like the lowest buyer, or you can put in a bid for $1.24 right under the buyer. Right under the seller, I mean. But I recommend using a stink bid. And that means putting in a buy order where you're the highest priced showing buyer. So you put in a buy order to buy 10 contracts at $1.01, $1.01. The market will now be $1.01 to $1.25. Now, why would you do that? What's the upside? Because you might not get it for a while. I mean, you're 24 cents below the last trade, and it's offered at $1.25. The reason you do this is because there are other investors and gamblers out there, especially gamblers on the options market, who may be long this contract. They own this contract and they want to sell this contract. They want to get out. They may end up putting in, again, a naive market sell order, thinking they'll get $1.25. The last trade was $1.25. So they just put in a sell order that their broker gives them their little platform, shows them the market. They hit enter. What they don't realize is they've just given the broker a market sell order, which means the highest bidder showing will get the contracts. That's you at 101. Now, that could happen in a minute, half an hour, 3 hours, might not happen at all. But putting in a 101 stink bid and getting it means you just saved 24 cents a contract, or $24 a contract, times 10 contracts. That's $240 in your pocket more by using a stink bid. Why are you paying market for something that someone's only offering $1 to buy? Why should you offer $1.25? Why should you pay $1.25? The highest buyer's offering $1. Be a nice guy and put in a 101. Stink bids are perfect. 1 penny ahead of a nice round number, because people out there, for whatever reason, want simple round numbers to calculate how they're doing. Winning trades, losing trades, break-even trades. and they think dollar, $1.25, or dollar, $1.10, $1.20, $1.30. I say think in other increments. If you're a seller of something and the market is like with this contract, say this contract was trading $2.75 to $3. That was the bid ask, and there's a hefty amount of contracts available at $3, and they've been trading at $2.90, $2.95. You put in a sell order at $2.99. That's a stink offer. Now you're undercutting the nice round number of $3 by going in at $2.99, and you're the cheapest seller. Your offer shows on the quote. $2.75, $2.99, last trade $2.95. Somebody comes in with a market buy order, they buy you, not the $3 seller. They buy you out first. You cut in line. Now, you might be in front of 15 sellers at $3. Nice round number. You just undercut 15 sellers by putting your 10 contracts in there at $2.99. The first buy order that comes in with a limit, even a limit order of $3, they have to buy your options first. They have to take you out. That's where stink bids and stink offers can make you thousands of dollars a year in profits on not a lot of contracts. 10 contracts, 24 cents more on a sell and 24 cents less on a buy. Just on one turnaround like that, you're making $240 on the one side, $240 more on the other side. You just made $480 more on just 10 contracts on one turnaround trade. You might be doing 2 of these a month all year long. You're doing 24 turnaround trades. Sell to buy back, sell to buy back. You pull off $480 times 24 times. Do the math. You're going to find that that's a ton of money, and it's in your pocket, not someone else's. This is where in past years, before we came up with these devices to do all the trading, it used to be that you would work with your stockbroker, and your stockbroker would put the orders in with a desk trader, and the desk trader would phone the telephone orders into the floor, and the floor traders would execute the trades. And there were times where floor traders would get a buy order for 10 contracts, and the market is 1 to 125, and they would get a buy order at a market buy order, and they would have to fill that order at market. Now, sometimes these guys would just go, oh, they want to buy back 10 contracts. They want to buy 10 contracts. They're 1 to 125. He'd go in there, or she'd go in there, just buy them at 125. Where your stockbroker, a little more savvy, a little more of this white hair here, especially the stuff that hangs out the side of the head like this wild white hair. These people will put in stink bids, and they'll go in there with a 1 to 105 kind of a range, and they'll tell the desk trader, I'm willing to pay up to 105, but it's a stink bid. The floor trader now is being given a little bit of leeway here, and the floor trader will show a 101 bid, being the highest price buyer right now. And the floor trader knows there's 10 sellers at 125. There's 10 of them there. And there are sellers at 128, there's sellers at 130, and there's sellers at 135. The best buyer is now 101. Before it was just $1. Now there's a 101 buyer. Another floor trader comes along and says, I just sold you 10 at 101 because he or she got a sell order at market. They had to hit the bid. Well, the highest bid was yours, and your broker just took care of you and saved you $240 one way or the other. You either made $240 more or you saved $240, depending on which side of the market we're dealing with, buying and selling. This is the way it used to be done in the old days. The problem with the old days was there were certain brokers that were young and eager and trying to make commissions as fast as they could to impress their branch managers that they were the real deal. And they would just put in market orders all the time just to get fails. They didn't want to play the subtle little game of stink bids, stink offers. They just wanted to execute trades. Market orders are great when there are no spreads. When the market is 120 to 122, and you either buy at 122 or sell at 120, and you have to worry about 1 or 2 cents, great, just get the order done. That's okay. You're not going to play stink bids at 121 when you have a 2-cent spread, but you're going to play stink bids on 10-cent spreads, 15-cent spreads, $20, $30 spreads. You got to be a stink bidder or a stink offerer. Saving lives. You're saving a lot of money for your client, making money for your client, keeping you as a stockbroker in business longer. And these young bucks, who would be buy and sell. They want action. They want tickets coming through. They want to be calling their clients. We got this. We sold that. We did this. But at the end of the month, end of the year, these brokers were underperforming compared to the stockbrokers over here with the white hair, who don't seem to be moving as quickly. They're a much more relaxed group over there. They don't seem to have panic phone calls all the time. Occasionally, they have panic days because, there are crazy days. But many a time, these guys they're doing business. And their clients know Bruce is going to take care of me. Bruce, my broker, is going to make sure I get the best price I could possibly get. Bruce, the broker, when he hands in the ticket to the desk trader, says to the desk trader, if the broker needs a 5-cent discretion, I'll give it to him. The phone clerk, the desk trader, phones the floor, tells them that. The floor trader, the runner, they know, that must be, that order's got to be from one of your experienced guys. And they'll go, yeah, it's Bruce. Oh, yeah, Bruce knows what he's doing. Yeah. The floor trader gets the order and he goes, yeah, I'll take care of this guy because this guy trusts me to take care of him and his clients. When you give a floor trader a market order to buy or sell at the market, you're not giving that guy any discretion to help you in any ways whatsoever. He has to execute a trade. And they do it. They follow orders. They'll do what they have to do. Sometimes you are correct with the market order, but many times you might be wrong and you're overpaying or you're undercutting yourself when you're selling. Just a little tip out there. That's why stink bids save lives. You get brokers out there with 500 clients and they're doing 20, 30, 40 orders every day for some of their clients. Every week they're doing 200-300 orders a week for their clientele. And you can average $100 more to your clients on every order you execute, buy and sell, 100 more to them. At 200 orders a week, thousands of dollars a week are staying in the accounts of the broker handling his 500 clients. That adds up to tens of hundreds of thousands a year in better performance. The balances in these accounts are much higher than brokers using market orders. That's longevity. That's why these white-haired brokers were brokers with white hair. They knew what they were doing. Where these young hotshots would come in 1975, and they're gone by 77. Came in 1981, but gone by 1982, 83. They last 2 or 3 years, and they've blown their clients out the door with heavy, hurry-up trades, day trading. They got wiped out. They couldn't attract any more clientele. They weren't getting any referrals from any of their clients. You should use my guy. He's great. He's not great. He's useless. And too late, these clients would lose a ton of money. Then what would happen? These accounts, that whatever was left, account that used to be worth $50,000 is now worth $10,000. The broker got fired or he quit or whatever. The branch manager would haul in to his office the white-haired guys. And he would say to them, I'm giving each of you 10 accounts. Charlie over here quit, or we got rid of him or whatever. He went to another firm. Call these 10 clients, each of you, call these 10 clients, find out what's going on, talk to them about what it is you do. Maybe you can get their business. And sure enough, half the time, the clients would not move their accounts with the broker. They wouldn't go with this guy. Half the time they might, but half the time they wouldn't. They would now have a new broker. And this new broker is a 45, 55-year-old experienced broker with white hair who says, I don't trade like that. I invest with my clients over the long term, and they'll delve into this client's situation. How old are you? Are you working with whom? How long have you been employed? Is your wife working? How many kids have you got? Have you got a retirement? Have you got a 401k? Have you got a thing? They will dig deep into the client's situation, and the client's going, my old broker never asked me these questions. He just wanted to call me with the hot stock of the day. And this new broker said, well, I'm looking to be your broker until I retire. I would like to earn all your business. Well, I have an account at so-and-so, and I have another account at so-and-so, and none of these guys are doing anything for me. I'll just consolidate all with you. Next thing you know, bunch of these guys are coming to me as branch manager saying, I was able to salvage 5 of these guys, and we're transferring in all kinds of assets that they have that the former broker didn't even know about. Thank God, because he would have lost them their money there too. and we would then rectify that account and over time build it back up and grow it. Stable hands. It's the way it is. It doesn't matter what business you're in. If you're you're dealing with a business person who's desperate for business, they might cut corners to get your business. You're dealing with businesses that have a solid reputation. You may find that they charge a little more, but boy, when they do the job they say they're going to do, it's done, and it's done well. And there are no, there's no, callbacks. This didn't work. This didn't work. This didn't work. It's their word is as good as can be. That's the way the world used to be, should be the way it should be now. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's great to have you here. I was a broker in 1979, and I became a branch manager in 1984, 85. VP. I took a company public in 1990. I had all kinds of hats in the brokerage business and the investment business, which was evolving a lot as well. If you talk to somebody now who's 70 years old, and they were in the investment business when they were in their 20s and 30s, you will likely find out that if they had a long career in the business, even the white-haired guys, they shifted brokerage firms, either willingly or unwillingly. They shifted because the big banks stepped into the stock market business and bought out all the small competition. All the mom and pop and regional brokerage firms were gobbled up by much larger brokerage houses. And ultimately, the big 10 investment banks owned it all, owned 95% of the brokerage business. And today, if you are trading on one of these, it's likely that you're trading on an app that is owned and operated by one of the big investment banks in the United States, or in Canada, probably one of the 6 big banks in Canada. You're not dealing with a small regional brokerage firm. Can you imagine the cost to a mom and pop brokerage office in St. Louis, Missouri, with 3 branch offices in St. Louis, 200 stockbrokers total, trying to offer a full-blown trading app that's going to run millions to set up? Can't be done. It's now done by the big players, and they are attracting tens of millions of clients across the country and doing deals around the world to bring in even more clients, so that the cost per client is pennies when it's all said and done. And that's why commissions are virtually free to those of you who are buying and selling stock and options on these platforms, because they're making it on what we call the spread, which is the stink bid, stink offer business. And in the business of stink bids and stink offers, these large firms are dealing with millions of shares every day on all kinds of stocks that are trading hands, all kinds of options, and they're taking a little sliver of the action. And that's why many of you happen to notice that when you are trying to buy shares in a company or sell shares in a company, you don't get the stock at 45 cents a share when you buy the stock. You get it at 45.147 a share, 147th of a penny more than 45 cents. That is the spread that the broker took off of you. You might pay a tenth of a penny more for the stock, or get 1/10 of a penny less for a stock when you sell. With millions of orders a day going through the system, these apps are pulling out gazillions of dollars for their creators. And you folks, instead of paying $25 commission per trade, in my day, we used to have a minimum $50 commission at one point. No trade with under a $50 commission, which stopped less than $5,000 trades from happening back in the mid to late 80s into the 90s. Then we had flat break trading, we had monthly trading, now we have zero commission trading, really. For investors like you, it's never been better. For the investment bankers in Wall Street, never been better. For the big banks in Canada, and Montreal and Toronto, never been better. The millions of investors are all caged up in these little tiny platforms, and the trading is done through supercomputers, and slivers of dollars are falling out. And at the end of every day, millions of dollars are made by the big players around the world, brokerage firms. They do very, very well. And the SECs in each of these countries, the regulators in Britain, Canada, the US, have been turned into lemmings. they follow whatever the big banks want, generally speaking. And the SEC will put up an, oh no, we're in charge. Well, no, they do what we say. Yeah, right. I remember the 70s and the 80s. Today's regulators are 40 years old, 30 years old. They weren't alive during the 70s or 80s. They weren't adults. They were children then. They had no idea the power of the regulators compared to now. Today, it's a joke. And unfortunately, for many investors out there, you are relying on people to look after your money who don't know jack squat. They think they know a lot. They think they're in tune with what's going on. They know diddly because they weren't forced to be licensed like we were forced to be licensed. The standards have completely changed. But then again, I sound like an old man, don't I? I sound like an old man who's complaining about the kids today who don't know anything like it was like when I was a young whippersnapper like you guys. Well, welcome to the world. When you become my age, you're going to be exactly the same. You're going to be complaining about the kids today. The ones that are 12 years old now are going to be ruling your world in about 30, 40 years, and you're going to be complaining profusely about them. Don't blame me. I'm just passing it on to the next generation. Welcome to the show. How you guys doing? What's going to happen today on the market is what everyone is asking here. Well, we're going to find out. We got SoFi at 707 this morning. It's up 15 cents a share. Thank you very much. May I have another? NVIDIA's up 1150 at 842 or so right now. The Dow Jones pre-market now with 38 minutes to go before we start trading. The Dow's up 232 points near the high of its session here. 39.40 point gain on S&P 500. The NASDAQ right now 168. So in percentage terms, the Dow's up 0.6, almost 2/3 of a point. The S&P 500 0.8 of a percentage point higher. NASDAQ is up 1%. Very good opening to start the morning. Very good. Oil is only up 49 cents a barrel, but more importantly than that, the price of a barrel of oil is $79.49. So in the last week, 10 days, you've seen oil from 84, 85 a barrel to 79 a barrel. And we're going to go lower. We can go much lower than this, back into the low 70s easily within a week or two. If there's going to be a 6-week pause in fighting in Gaza, hopefully nothing much out of Syria, oil will drop another $8 to $10 a barrel. We'll see how that plays out. Welcome all to the party, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I read something today about Facebook, Meta. Read something on Meta this morning that I thought was rather interesting. The stock got punished badly last week. Meta came out with their numbers and they delivered excellent numbers. But they also mentioned that they were going to be spending very heavily on AI going forward. And the market did not take too kindly to this. Pardon me. But to be fair to the Meta stock, like in the last 6 months, for example, back in November, on November the 6th or so, the stock was $315. On December the 6th, it was $317. Then on January the 3rd, it was $344. Then on January 30, it was $400 a share. So that went up nicely from $315 to $400 by January. Then in February, it went to $474. Then at 84, then to 505, 512, 531, high of the last year in April. So from 315 to $531 in 6 months. The shares got shellacked slowly at first from 531 to 500, and then from the 500 level after earnings all the way down here to $430 a share. Stock now is $441 in the pre-market, $442. It's up $2 this morning. It was up $10 yesterday. We may have seen the bottom at $430. But the thing I read about with Meta that I found very interesting was that the amount of money that Meta is investing in AI is approximately 10 times the amount of money their competitors are investing in AI. The Pinterests of the world and others. Meta is outspending them 10 to 1. And the analyst who wrote this said, this is the payoff the shareholders of Meta are going to enjoy, because Meta is investing heavily for its advertisers to deliver way better results from an advertising campaign because of the investment in AI technology, which is going to leave in the dust the competitors to Facebook. And I thought that is smart. That is very observant, and that is why Facebook doesn't give a crap about day traders and momentum traders. They're going to say, if you ask Zuckerberg, ever get to ask Zuckerberg the question, I would bet you he would look at you and say, well, 6 months ago, we were 300 something a share. We got up to 530 a share. We're now at 430 to 450 a share again. We're going to go much higher than 500 a share, but we're going to do it on delivering results. And there it is right there. We're investing in our company. We're not investing in trying to buy a company out there that's 20 times, 50 times earnings, 100 times earnings. We are investing in ourselves. It's cheaper for us to put money into AI with us in charge of it, because we know what we want to get out of it at the end. And at the end, our customers are the ones who are going to really benefit with phenomenal results. You invest 20 grand into an advertising campaign, 100,000, 300,000, $1 million into an ad campaign with Facebook going forward, you're going to get a bigger bang for your dollar on the way back than if you did that with other platforms. That's when Facebook stock goes to 600 and 800 a share and 1,000 a share. Again, down the road. So it's possible, might be possible, that just in the last couple of days, Facebook has hit bottom at 430. Now, I've been saying to you out there, if you're going to write put credit spreads on Meta, Facebook stock, you want to be at least 10, 15% behind the market in the safe zone, so that if the shares do back off, you have some room and you have time to make a rollover, whether you just roll over the positions to a further date and keep the strike prices exactly the same, or you spread your trade a little bit from a $10 spread to a 15, or from a 15 to a 20, or a 20 to a 25, giving you as good a credit or bigger spread credit than you had. You can make your rollover forward in time, lower in strike, stay ahead of the market, and let it do its thing. Any partial recovery of the stock right now from 430 to 450 to 460, a whole bunch of viewers are going to be going, yes, this is working out for me. I'm glad I did this rollover. I love these rollovers using stink bids and stink offers. Uncle Bruce is keeping me out of trouble. That is the name of the game. We do the same thing here with NVIDIA. We do the same thing here with Apple, Microsoft, Qs, SPYs. You've got to be willing to do rollovers from time to time to stay on top of your markets. And if you're not, then you're not going to be an option writer. You're not going to be a successful option writer because you're one-dimensional. There is no such thing as a guaranteed trade where you can just set it and forget it and walk away and never look at it again. It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, in Canada and America, the US, there are millions and millions and millions of people, good, well-meaning, hardworking people, who don't realize that they're supposed to be on top of their investments at all times. You should be on top of what's going on in your neighborhood with regards to your housing values. You should be on top of what's going on all the time with the value of your car. The model of the car you have, is it a lemon? Is it a collectible kind of a vehicle? Can you offload your 4-year-old truck and get 80% of what you paid for that piece of crap and get a brand new one for maybe a lower payment than your old one because of the equity you have on it? You've got to pay attention to that. When it comes to investing, there are millions of North Americans who have money managed for them by money management outfits that your employer has contracted with through your work savings plan, your at-work savings plan, whether it's an RSP plan, a pension plan in Canada, the pension plan, or a 401k in the US, whatever your system is. There are many, many, many North Americans who have trillions of dollars inside these entities, and they have no idea how they're doing. They have no idea what they're into. They don't know what they own. They don't know that the funds that they have on their behalf has been locked away into low dividend paying stock for the last 10 years, or bond funds that paid nothing, or bond funds in the last two years that have been annihilated with higher interest rates. They're getting more interest on the money that's being managed, but the value of their bonds have gone down more than the interest that they're generating, which is what's causing small regional banks huge grief. Unfortunately, a lot of investors do not know where they're at, and they're not doing a rollover. Now, what do I mean by a rollover? If you have a 401k at your office, your company, or you have a retirement plan at work in Canada, you might be in a position, depending on how long you've been with the company, to start withdrawing funds from those managed funds to your own privately managed, in Canada, RRSP, TFSA, or in the US, 401k, or into a Roth, where you have control to decide what to do with that dough. You might not be aware of that. You also have in the United States the opportunity to perhaps be able to borrow against your 401k. You have 120 grand in there. You can borrow 40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand. I don't know what the number is, but there's a number. You could use that money to knock off, let's say, a car loan at 8% or 10% and a credit card at 20 something percent. And there's 20 grand left over that you can now manage as an investment. The savings of the payment on the car loan and the savings of the minimum requirements on the credit card are more than the cost of borrowing from yourself for your retirement plan. In effect, you just lowered your cost of living overall by doing this move, and you're managing $20,000, as an example, for credit spreads, for put credit spreads. And now you could work NVIDIA, put credit spreads, Apple, Microsoft, whatever, or you could buy SOFI shares and fold your arms and wait for better days, or you can do cash secured puts. It's up to you. I mean, you're managing your money. For others of you, you shift dollars over to another account where you have full control. And if you can shift $100, $150, $200,000 over to where you can manage it, and you can now do 5 different stocks of credit spread trading, you have 5 income sources coming into you now from option premiums that you've never had before. And if you're in your late 40s or mid 50s, you might find that you can take this $200,000 that you can't retire on and build it much quicker on your own than leaving it with some schlock investment house somewhere. Who knows who these guys are? Instead of taking 2, 3, 4, 5% a year, you're hauling in 40, 50, 60% a year on option writing and option writing strategies, because you took the course, you took the lessons here, and you're hanging out here. And you're going to build that 200 grand to 400,000 to 600,000 to 800,000. By the time you hit 55, 60, you got yourself $1 million plus over there, that now there's something there to retire on, because with 200 grand in 8 years from now, 250 grand in 10 years from now, you got jack squat. Inflation's going to eat you alive. You've got to be making a difference. It's up to you. You have to decide when you want to do it, how you want to do it. Check it out, look into it, make inquiries. You may find that your direct supervisor does not have the answer to the question, can I self-manage my own money? Because they've never been asked that question before. Because the employees of the company you are with all around you have been lemmings. They have been manipulated and have been crushed and have had to, they've basically been told to shut the hell up and just get back to work and stop dreaming about getting out of here, because this is the best job you're ever going to have, and just be grateful if we don't fire you. You have got to take control of your life if you want it. But again, if you're happy being told what to do, when to do, and how to do it, then stay where you are, do what you're doing, and don't worry about it, because, not everyone can be an Indian chief. We need Indians. And maybe that's your lot in life. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm an old man. I can get away with this. I can talk like this because I'm 68. I'm not 38. And I don't have to worry about insulting you. I can just say, hey, wake the hell up, like a Will Smith dope slap. Wake up and take over your life, because no one else is going to do it for you. I'm the uncle that is waking you the hell up, and I hope it's working. thank you all for being here, for being with this channel. I appreciate it. And if I'm able to motivate you to kind of better yourself, I've done my job. People ask me, why do you do this? Why do you get up at 3:30 in the morning every day and hang out with these people for 2.5 hours in front of a computer? You're on vacation here in Palm Desert, California. You're retired. Why are you doing this? Because I love it. I love doing this. This is my motivation, is to help people motivate themselves. Because I get the feedback. I get the emails. I get the one-on-ones. I get the folks who meet me for meet and greets. And we get the feedback going, you've changed my life. You've made a difference. You made me analyze myself. You got me off my ass. I had been just going through the motions the last 5 years. I gave up on my hopes and dreams and aspirations when we started having kids, and mom got sick and dad's not doing too well. I just gave up all hope of going anywhere. And then you show up. Somehow I found you. I don't know how, but I found you, and you have reawakened the desire to make something more than just get by. Congratulations for those of you doing it. I'm so proud of you. I love it. Love to have you here. We're up, like I said, 200 on the Dow. We got 24 minutes to go before we open. We're up 35 on S&P, 147 on NASDAQ. Oil is only up 23 cents. It's falling 79.24. It's slipping a little more back to 79. We might be under 79 sometime today. Interesting. SOFI 704, 706 roughly, and NVIDIA now up 11.28. I'm noticing, pardon me, other stocks we're going to watch here. Rocket Lab has been up all pre-market. It's up about 7 cents to 3.92. We're actually approaching $4 on Rocket Lab. Very quietly, very stealthily. We might go back to $4 on Rocket Lab. SoFi 704, 706. GameStop is up 18 cents, 11.09. 16,000 volume, like nothing. There's nothing here. I don't know what to make of it. I don't think there's any press release or anything on it. It's a little better, but there's just no volume. So I don't know. You know what I think about it. They don't talk. It's frustrating, but they could be a takeover target. Matterport, 457.8 cents a share. This is a definite bargain. You can buy this stock at 457, 458, and you will be paid $5.50 for this stock. You will be ultimately paid out at $5.50 a share, cash and stock. If you buy this stock at these levels, you could write an option against it for January 2026 and take the premium. The $5.50 contract is the one you would write. That is the takeover price. That contract will be worthless in the next 60, 90 days. You can keep whatever you get for that, add it to the $5.50 ultimate price you're going to get for the stock, and you will make money. You might make upwards of, I don't know, $4.60 to $5.30 maybe, or $5.80, $1.20, not quite 30% of your money. Not a bad move for a few months. 23andMe is up 2 cents at 51.9. Let's call it 52 cents on 23andMe. Been wondering, I'm waiting, curious, is there an offer going to come to the shareholders from Ann Wojcicki, or Wojcicki, however, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. The CEO, is she going to take this company private? And if so, at what price? We're up a little bit. We were at 45 cents like a week ago, maybe 43 cents last week, 45.1, something like that. That was like, last Friday, got down to 45. We're now at 52. So nothing big happened yet. Did trade 3 million yesterday, but I'm waiting for a breakout, waiting for something. Tell me, give me a sign. I'll let you know when I know. Spire's up 26 cents. Over at Apple, we're having a good day today. We're up 230, 240 a share right now. The earnings come out tonight after the bell, and the market is already saying they're going to be happy with the numbers. So there you go. It's already moving up. Goldman is up 420 today. Cisco's up 15 cents. Tesla's up 269. Apparently, a little buy recommendation came out somewhere. It's 182.68. That's a $40 increase from 2 weeks ago. ARC Innovations is up again, 67 cents, was up 36 yesterday. Thank you, Tesla, for that. Microsoft was up 560 yesterday. It's up 270 now at 397, still below 400, which I'm surprised to see it that low. But that means you can take a put credit spread position here where you can get into this game at the 330, 340, 350, 360, anywhere in that neighborhood. Comfortably, you can make a move into Microsoft. Find a spread and go. Pfizer down 11 cents after gaining 156 yesterday. We're 27.07. That's looking better. HBQ up 18 cents to 27.93. Google up 42 cents. Amazon up 246 on top of the $4 gain from yesterday. We're 181.40. Nvidia is up 11.70 to 8.42. It closed at 8.30 yesterday, down 33 yesterday. We've gotten 11 something back of that. I'm thinking 8.50, 8.70 is kind of where it's going to head here. Just my guess, my gut guess. Unity up 27 cents, AI up 34, Adobe up 412 to 473. It was up 650 yesterday, closed at 469. So it's gone from 463 to 473 in 2 days. Nice to see a little pop back on that. Netflix is up $3. IBM up 81 cents, lost 177 yesterday. Meta, as I was saying, is higher. We're up 902 yesterday. We're up 260 now to 441.79. Vanik Semiconductors lost 620 yesterday, was gaining $3 back right now. Home Depot lost 225 yesterday. It's up 350 now to 335. Enphase up 250. Palantir was up 15 yesterday. It's up 46 more, 22.59. Uber was up 150 yesterday. It's up 82 cents here, 68.62. Pushing back towards 70 now. Coinbase up 6 yesterday, up 6.38 this morning. Welcome everyone to the program and the show, the channel. Thank you all for coming through here. Much appreciated. Thank you again to those of you who have been just lurking and discovering this channel and trying to figure out what's it all about. Is it worth my time to be here or not? Does this old man have anything I need to know that I don't know myself, or is he kind of an interesting source of market knowledge from the years gone by and his take today? Thank you for those of you who are appreciating it and liking it. It's great to have you here. Thrilled. Those of you who have become subscribers of this channel lately, thank you. You'll now be getting updates and alerts if you've told YouTube you'd like to get alerts. If you're becoming now a member of this channel, congratulations and thank you. The membership move is the big deal around here. We have 2 levels of membership. We have the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level. That's $10 a month to comment over on the end of the screen here. We just went to member comment only right now, just so you know, so only members can comment. So if you're a Chillin' member, you can comment. If you're a Gold Bagel level member, that's the top of the top. You're now a $25 a month member of this channel. Not only can you comment during the 2-hour show, especially the hour the markets are open, but you're also invited to join me every morning at 8 o'clock for a 30-minute, approximately 30-minute trade alert show just for Gold Bagel members every day when I'm live. And also, normally, you're able to join me Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock Eastern Time for the Primetime Live show. However, my Gold Bagel members were denied the opportunity to join me live last night at 7 o'clock Eastern Time because I didn't go live last night at 7 o'clock. I'll be going live tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Why I didn't go live is a state secret that is only shared between myself and my Gold Bagel members. So if you really want to know the reason why I didn't go live last night, you need to become a Gold Bagel member and find out from a Gold Bagel member what's going on. Also, look, if you want to be part of this channel when I'm not on the air or talk about me while I'm on the air, you can join the Discord group. If you're a Gold Bagel member, send me an email. Let me know, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. My name is such and such on the channel. I would like to be a part of the Discord group. I will then send you some link information that will get you to that level, and now you can hang out with folks and criticize me or praise what I do or comment on what I do or speculate on what's going to happen in the world or whatever you like over on Discord. You'll find that for some of you, you'll love it. Some of you, you won't care for it. It's a free-for-all in a way, although it is well-regulated. I don't run it. I'm not there. You're not going to find me. I don't work. I've never been to my Discord channel. I have no idea what's being said. I just get the odd comment from people who say, oh, they're saying this or they're saying that. But I leave it to you. There's a place where you can go to hang out with each other, and I'm not part of it. I'm here. And if any of you have any questions about the classes you've been taking or the option trades you're doing or the spreads you're involved with, or you're looking for some ideas on what are my thoughts on a rollover you're thinking of doing, you can send me a private email, and I welcome that. By all means, thank you all very, very much. By the way, we have 112 thumbs ups now. Thank you for those. Keep them coming in. We're well over that. We're trying to get to 200 plus every day, and I thank you all who are hitting the thumbs ups button. If you want to send me a private email, here's my email address, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. If you want to learn how to write options and become an option writer, head over here to the website. It's my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. It's a Canadian-based website. Come on over there, and you'll find my homepage. It looks kind of like this. You'll see my mug there. Hey there, it says, and hit the classes tab, and you do that, and there you go. Attention, students, class is in session, and now you can pick off whatever classes you want to watch. I recommend you start with number one. Each class that I've done builds on the other, so number one gets built on top of by number two, and then number three, and number four, number 5, and number 6. It goes all the way to 17 classes now, and you can pick them up one at a time off the website whenever you want. If any of you are having trouble with the website working for you, just send me a private email. Just say, hey, Uncle Bruce, I'd like to buy lesson number whatever, or I'd like to buy 2 lessons or whatever. I'm having issues. I will send you a reply email after my shows are over, and I'll fill you in on what you need to do, and I can get you the links outside of the website, and I'll get them to you separately. 17 lessons now available, fixing option trades and adding cash with smart spreads. Oh, are we getting into all kinds of stuff over here? Unbelievable. One more thing, just one more thing to fill you in on. I'm getting ready to announce class number 18. Class number 18 is coming up. Not too long from now, we will announce details on that very shortly, and you will be able to join the class. You can welcome to the party. You can be a member of the class live. I'll announce that dates and times shortly. Just got to wait for some folks to head out, and when Jen and I are alone again, I'll have a little more time to work on that. So stand by. Strickland will be monitoring the halls, so be on your best behavior. And also, with the markets the way they are, even though you might be a crusader, do not mess with the Knights of Knee. Honor the Knights of Knee. Understand where the power of this market really comes from. This guy right here is all powerful. And don't make him angry. The Knights of Knee are very strong, very powerful people. If they are people at all, they make me more like gods. I don't know. Anyway, we know where our bread is buttered from. Knights of Knee. And there you have it. Richard Carlin knows, and so does D. Truga. There you go. All right. Thank you. Ed Hawkins says, Bruce, when you said write an option for January 26 on Matterport, did you mean to sell a put for $550? No, I meant you write a call option on Matterport. So if you own Matterport shares, like if any of you own more than 100, 300, 800, any increments of 100 or 200 or 300, for every 100 you have, you can write a call option on your Matterport shares for January 2026 with a $550 strike. And whatever you get for that contract is in your account right now, and you get to keep that dough. If this deal goes down as it should, the stock will be removed from your account. You will be paid $550 for your stock, 275 in cash and 275 in stock. And you can then sell the stock and take you to 275 for that. And keep the premium on top of that. So buy the stock now at the market, whatever it's trading at. Write options for $550. The stock right now is $457. So write $550 call options, and you'll be paid $550 for the stock, and you'll be paid whatever you get for the contract, and you're done. And add that to your gains. There's one thing that can still happen. Well, yeah, one thing that can still happen, and that is, it's possible. I doubt it is going to happen, but it's possible that another corporation will show up out of the blue and put in a competing bid for Matterport. It wouldn't be for less than $550. I'll tell you that. It wouldn't be less because the shareholders are asked, do you want to take this offer or don't you? Shareholders will take the best offer. So if someone comes up here and says, look, instead of $550, half cash, half stock, we'll just give you $6 a share, all cash. How about that deal? Now, that would make the stock go up. And that would make the contract go up. You would then be, theoretically, if you haven't made a move yet, you would then look to write the $6 contract for January 2026. Right now, there's no money in writing a 6 because the deal on the table is a $550 deal. So you're better off writing the $550 contract, because I think 99%, I'm pretty sure, we haven't had a competing offer in 2 weeks. I think this is as good as it's going to get, and it's going to be a $550 takeover. That's just my hunch. So there you go. Up to you if you want to take advantage of that. Thank you all. Thank you, all of you out there who are honoring the Knights of Knee. Absolutely, you know what you're doing. Indeed. And it's not even 6:30. We're already at the knees. The knee emoji. Yes, sir. We're letting them know before the market opens that we understand how powerful they are. We don't mess with these guys. There you go. Fun stuff, everybody. Welcome all to the program today. Thank you for joining me this morning. We're going to have some fun today, fun tomorrow. We'll see what's going on. Let's see what happens with the, there goes Parker, there goes Mandy. Let's see what happens with the markets today. Can SOFI actually recover into the 720-30 range? The magic number, let's put it this way, there are certain numbers, prices per share regarding SOFI you have to remember. You have to remember the number $7.27 per share. You have to remember that number. That is the number, the price per share that SOFI and its brokerage firm, its sponsor for its $845 million financing, that is the number that was targeted and utilized to establish the cap call transaction financing that they put together about 5-6 weeks ago. The next number you need to know, the next marker, $9.45. That number is important because that is the price per share that SOFI will be able to swap out $845 million in debt for stock instead, which stops interest rate payments of 1.25% on all $845 million. That's like $10 million a year in interest that they don't pay anymore. The next number is 1129. That is the number that if the shares trade at 1129 or higher for 30 consecutive days, that is where SOFI can now execute the swap out of the debt for stock at 945. The stock has to go to 1129. And ultimately, 1454, which is double 727. 727 times 2 is a 1454. That is the magic number for SOFI, the company. Because at that price per share, and anything higher than that is irrelevant, but at that minimal number, SOFI makes so much money on its capped call transaction deal it made. On the offering, they make so much profit on the capped call transaction they entered into with their broker that they will be able to deliver all the stock they need at $9.45 a share to their debtors to wipe out $845 million in debt off the company's books. This isn't like, it's going to make the company, it's going to save the company, nothing like that. This is just going to make them that much richer. It's probably going to add about 85 cents a share book value to the common shareholders the moment they pull that off. Now, the stock's already $14.54, okay? You don't have to care about this. You just have to be aware of it. At $15 a share, 17 a share, 18 a share, that $14.54 number has been breached. The company will swap out their $845 million in debt out at $9.45. It'll be all over, and no stock will be issued from the Treasury. Not a single share from the Treasury will be needed to get rid of the debt. The stock will come from, and has already been acquired by, the brokerage firm that put this deal together with SOFI, which is Goldman Sachs and Friends. This is why the stock is down here. This is why it was down here in the first place. This stock was dropped down here from $9 to the $7.27 level 6 weeks ago to enact this deal, to put this cap call transaction deal together. Short-term pain for very long-term gain. The stock market, unfortunately for it, has viewed this as a disaster. Oh, they're issuing stock from the Treasury. Oh, they're diluting themselves. Oh. No, that's not the issue at all. The stock was dropped here to cut the deal and to put the cap call transaction deal together. Now we have to just wait out the worry warts, the paper-handed weenie babies out there, to get out of the way. And then the stock will slowly go up to $7.50, $8, $8.50, $9, $9.45, 10, 10.50, 11, 11.29, 11.50, 12, 12.50, 13.50, 14.50, 14.54. Bingo. And away we go. And so momentum on top of momentum on top of momentum is coming your way in the SOFI trade. You cannot count on wild, speculative day traders to get your stock to $15 a share. It's not how it's going to work. It's going to be earnings quarter after earnings quarter after earnings quarter, where the analysts are proven wrong, again and again and again. They're wrong on the growth of the company's memberships. They are wrong on deposit growth. They are wrong on gross income. They are wrong on how much money they're clearing. They are wrong to assume that SOFI is just a bank and only its loans are what you look at. They are wrong to say to the market, oh, they're just a student loan company. And Biden is killing these guys. They are wrong to ignore the technical side of SOFI. They are completely missing the boat, or purposely not letting you in on what is really happening with the company. And so many of you are being given the impression, or many of your contemporaries, people out there who don't have an Uncle Bruce to follow because they don't follow me. Unbelievable. They don't follow me. Can you believe this? So many thousands should be following me. They're selling the stock because they think it's all over. They think, oh, well, it didn't go to $10, $12. It's obviously a bust. Oh, the company's never going to make money. Oh, I'm giving up. I can't wait anymore. I found something better. And you got to let them go out the door. They're gone and they're out the door. Fair enough. We move forward. And now the stock, 703, 707. Could it be 725, 750 today? Yeah, sure can. Because there's nothing for sale. There's nothing going to stop the stock from keeping it here. Yesterday, it already tried to go up to, 718 yesterday already, until Powell talked. There are a number of reasons why this stock is about to take off. But the number of reasons why it shouldn't take off, we're running out of those. The pessimists out there are running out of bad news. They're trying to hype, weaker guidance in the second quarter. If you're an investor, you don't care. You're an investor, you're going to buy the dip. And you're going to say, thank you, sir. May I have another? That's what you're going to do. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the market opening. Larry Titus, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Dean, Dude, IR Aaron, John Anderson. Thank you, Splair, always being writing. Thank you, everyone here who has been hitting the knee emojis. And now thank you, Larry Titus, for hitting the bells. We're up and running. Richard knows what's going on. Savage of Wall Street, the CCT won't make a difference until next quarter. Let's see what it does. It's helped other companies. It'll help SoFi. This is why I sold cover calls to August on Monday and October and January yesterday. I'll buy back later. It's all good, my friends. We'll see where it goes and where it happens. I think we're going higher. I know we're going substantially higher in the end. At the end of the day, this is a triple-digit stock, but not today. Today it's a stock going for about 703, and I think that is a bargain. But that's just this man's opinion, and that's why you're here. You're here to hear my opinion, and whether you agree with it or not, it's okay. I'm easy going. You want to hear another person's point of view, you're hearing mine. I love it. Thank you all for joining us, and welcome to the party, everybody. Let's get this market going. Let's see what this market's doing here. I'm going to refresh my big-ass iPad, and it's delayed quotes and everything. I'm showing NVIDIA at 846, up 1580 a share. So I will take that as a nice little start to the day. Thank you very much. Welcome to the party. We're up 231 on the Dow Jones. We're up 36 points on S&P. NASDAQ up 140. Oil up just 15 cents. We're down to 79.11 a barrel. We're dropping on oil. 83.84 a barrel last week. 79.08 right now. Falling right now. Right now it's falling. Matterport, 460 a share. Someone's listening to me. It's up 9 cents a share. ME at 52 cents. NVIDIA 848 now, up 17.88, going higher. SoFi 707 up 15 cents. Initial volume to open this morning with a couple of minutes into the day, 1.9 million. Quieter and quieter and quieter right on the opening for SoFi for like 3 days in a row. Less stock traded. And yet this morning's opening is the best opening in 4 days. 17-cent surge right off the bat. 1.9 million is all it took. Telling me we're running out of paper. That is it. It's running out. We're almost up. We're up $19 on the NVIDIA now. 849. We're almost back to 850 on NVIDIA. We got SoFi 709. We've got GameStop up to 28 cents to $11.19 a share. 117,000 shares. There's nothing for sale there either. Does somebody know something about GameStop? I'm asking. Because the shares have been inching from the 10 level now to the 11, 20 level. Nothing has been said by a single person except maybe me. With 1.2 billion cash in the bank, this is a takeover target. And I don't know. I have no idea. In the last 3 days, has anyone been trying to buy up this stock quietly? Just accumulate stock? They don't have 5% yet, so they don't have to talk. They don't have 15 million. They don't have to say anything. 4.99% or less, you can keep your yap shut. Is there someone gobbling up 4.99%? And then they're going to run into this thing heavy and run it to 10%, to 12%, to 15%, and then announce a takeover offer, or announce a coup where they're going to try to dump our friend, Mr. Cohen, and dump his pals and put in their own pals. Could that? I don't know. We're up 35 cents on GameStop right now. I don't know. Something's going on. There's something going on. I have no. We're up 5 cents on Rocket Lab. AI up 36 cents. Super Microcomputer up $21 a share. Are you having fun with this stock? Talk about volatility. Wasn't that as low as 7? Was it under 700 yesterday? Did it actually break 700? 701, I think, was the low. 754 now. It was 701 yesterday morning. Unbelievable. Spire up a penny. Spiders are up 321. Adobe up 579. Uber's up 72. The Qs are up 340. Apple's up 308. Tesla's up 411. Enphase up 70 cents. Netflix is up 638, 655. AMD, Advanced Micro, up $1.89. SmartRent up 6 cents. ATIP up a dime. Unity down 12. Google is up $1. Moderna is up 7.40. Cisco up 6. Pfizer up 15. Microsoft up $1.98. IBM up 3 cents. HPQ up 9. Amazon is up 175. Home Depot up 223. Vanek Semiconductors up 331. Goldman up 493. Boeing's up 120. Meta down 290 a share. Target down 42 cents. JP Morgan up 45. Costco's down 20 cents. Walmart down 25. Disney's up 144. No, 111.92. American Airlines up 14 cents. AMC up 9 cents. DraftKings down 23. And Royal Caribbean is up 95 cents to 138.47. Welcome to the party, everybody. Nice to have you here. We have a 166-point gain on the Dow, between that and 175 or so. 26-point gain on S&P, 124 on NASDAQ. Oil is now negative 6 cents a barrel. Oil is now at 78.90, dropping a dime now a barrel. So we've gone from a 120 gain this morning to a 10-cent loss to 78.90 and falling. So there you go. Down goes oil. Matterport, 457 up 6. ME at 51.1. NVIDIA, 848 up 1777. Lots of wild sevens there. SOFI 704, GameStop 1122. Welcome everyone to the show, and I'm glad to see you here. Oh, good morning, all of my simpletons, fellow simpletons and degenerates. Alberto, 80 million volume. It's going to hit 750 ? Javier, good morning. Uncle was interested in the idea with Matterport. How long do you think it's going to take to finalize and take over and see the trade plan complete? Well, they have to do a notice to shareholders to have them vote on the offer. The board of directors will recommend it. They've already approved the offer. The other board of directors have approved the offer. 15% of the stock is already approving the offer, which is the insiders of Matterport and directors and so on. Now the shareholders are being asked to approve the deal. There's nobody else with a higher offer. I'm kind of guessing 60 to 90 days is what this should take. Should take. That's my best case, Javier. It's not going to be, 6 months from now. It shouldn't be that. Pretty soon. Luca, 141. Good morning. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Ciao from Europe's best spa, straight from Lake Garda. For once, I'm taking care of my girlfriend. Right on, pal. Nice. Smart investment on your end there, right there, buddy. Neat. Nice done there, pal. Welcome to the channel today. Yes, indeed. We have got green everywhere. We're up $25 a share on NVIDIA, $8.55. Those of you who have put credit spreads out there or who have done rollovers on your put credit spreads, if you're truly an option writer, you've taken my classes, you're here every day, you've sought my advice on 101s or you've sent me emails along with having 101s, you know that what I'm telling you right now with a $24, $25 gain is good. You don't need me to tell you that, you know it. But for those of you who are newbies here, this is a normal day for NVIDIA. A $20 plus move is just like a lick of ice cream. It's no big deal. 2-3% move in one day, that is a normal thing for NVIDIA. It's an $850 plus stock, and it will be volatile. That's the way it is. But they're a moneymaker, and they got back orders, and they are expected to be behind in production until at least 2025-26. That's what analysts have been predicting. And the stock, to me, I think it's a $1,200 target, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't go there. It doesn't matter. You can make so much money on NVIDIA by being a put credit spread creator. You can make a ton of money here. You can make a living off of this stock and not have to have a day job. You just have to be smart enough to be behind the market. But $150 is a comfort place or more. So you're looking at $700 to $720, $660 to $720 credit spreads, somewhere in that range. Whether they're $10 spreads, 15s, 20s, 25s, 30s, up to you. But 150 or so behind is a very comfortable place to be. Short term, less than a month, is where you want to be putting these out and say, thank you, sir, may I have another, and build some cash flow from there. Very, very nice. You can do the same thing, of course, in proportion with Microsoft, Facebook, which is Meta, Apple, Google, Amazon, SPYs, triple Qs. You pick your favorite entity with which to do credit spreads on. You might find that it really works for you to do 1 and 2 and 3 week SPY or triple Q credit spreads because the bid asks are so tight. You don't have these wide spreads between buyers and sellers. You don't have to worry about stink bids and stink offers. You can just go in with market orders. Your platforms are so perfectly customized to pull off credit spreads and to close out credit spreads and to do rollovers on credit spreads. You might find that that's where you want to be. Again, it's totally your call. What are you comfortable being involved with? Are you a very active follower of the markets minute to minute, or are you a casual follower? Do you like to do a trade a day, a trade a week, 2 or 3 trades a month, 1 trade every 2 months? This market is out there any way you want to take advantage of it. For some of you, you might need to look me up, have a one-on-one with me, and just say, Bruce, I need to sit down and talk to you about what I've got, what it is I'm dealing with here, our family situation, and perhaps you can help me and guide me in the direction I should be going. And that is probably your best investment for now, to just go over the possibilities. And you want to do that, you send me an email. Send me a private email. Say, Uncle Bruce, I'd like a one-on-one with you. I know that you'll record it. We'll be on the air together on a private setting, and you'll send me the rerun so I can rewatch it. I would really love that. I'll bring my wife or husband with me, and we'll both be there with you. Up to you, however you want to do it. You let me know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Thank you, everybody. What's going on? Earl, thank you for number 144 on the thumbs up meter, pal. You're the best. David Duff, hardest working man on the YouTube world. Alberto, highly recommend the one-on-ones. I believe I've had at least 10 of those. Always go over our allotted time. Yeah, we know it. I have yet to have a one-on-one not last more than an hour. We're always going over. We're having too much fun with these. These are a good time. These are not cry fests or tear fests. These are rather enjoyable on my part. I love the one-on-ones. It gives me a chance to see you, talk to you, understand where you're from. I'm just reading comments on this comment board here. I can't see your facial expressions. I can imagine them. I know Alberto enough. I know Beach Boy enough, but I don't know all of you on a one-on-one basis. So it's a chance for me to get to know you that way. And like I said, I can find out where you're coming from, because I get every scenario thrown at me. Sometimes it's medical issues. Sometimes it's familial issues. Sometimes it's the generational changing over of the guard. Now you're the elder. Oh, geez. Or you're beginning the transition from being the child to being the adults in the house or the room or the family. It varies all over the place. Some of you are aware or are very ready to move on from your corporation, your work. Some of you know you're getting laid off. Some of you have been told you're out of here. You're just playing out the string now. Some of you just did get let go in the last month, and you were given a severance, and you're looking at me going, what do I do? How do I, what do you think I should do? I'm just an independent place to go to where you can just say, here's my situation. What do you think? I'm not your parent, and I'm not your brother, and I'm not the elder in the room at Thanksgiving or Christmas time. I'm not that person. You don't have to worry about what that person says about you in front of the rest of the family. I'm the independent outside source that we can have a chat, and the rest of the family won't know what we talked about. And that might be all you need to just go. I just want to hear from somebody who doesn't have any skin in the game as to what I'm going to do now. Well, there you go. I look forward to it. Hence, I'm still the idiot nephew, says Alberto. Hot Wing Mike, good morning, everybody. Slayer, made already another $80 on Canopy. It looks like I get maybe a new call on Tilray again, plus 30, plus 50 additional cash. Slayer is making money. Hot Wing Mike, Uncle Bruce, I rolled my GameStop June 12s to Jan 26, 13s for $460. Giddy up. Steve, nothing. Good morning, everybody, from Steve Frederick. Hot Wing Mike, time to go shopping. There you go. Time to pick some deals up. Giddy up, everybody. We're at 457 on Matterport, up 6 cents. The Dow's up 107. ME sitting at 50 cents. Nvidia at 852.50, up 22 bucks. SoFi, $7. GameStop, 11.19. Rocket Lab, 386.87, up a couple of cents. AI, up a dime. Supermicro coming back down again at 738, 739. This thing is a yo-yo. Up, down, up, down. Spire, 1023, up 3. Adobe, up 199. Uber, up 33 cents. Apple, up 264. Tesla, up 96. Enphase, up 24 cents. Netflix, up 875. AMD, up 138. We got ATIP, up 3.5. SmartRent, up 2.5. Unity, down 35 cents. Google, up 170. Moderna up 7.20 today. Cisco down 4 cents. Pfizer up 32. Microsoft up 2.31. IBM down 96 cents. HBQ is up 5 cents. Amazon up 4.11. Home Depot up 58 cents. Vanik Semiconductors up 3.26. Goldman up 3.40. Boeing up $1.08. Facebook down $1.30 at 437.89. It has yet to catch this real run up again. I think the stock is oversold by about 30 bucks a share. My personal opinion, all up to you to decide for yourself. Target up 14 cents. JP Morgan down a dime. Costco down 61. Walmart is up a dime now. Disney up a quarter. American Airlines up 19. AMC up 2 cents at $2.99 a share now. DraftKings up 2 cents. And Royal Caribbean up 89 at the moment. Welcome all to the party and welcome all to the show. Lovely to have you here. Thanks again for those of you who have been able to hit the thumbs up button for us and let me know what number you are. I appreciate that. I see 151 thumbs ups now are in the house, and that is very much appreciated. Thank you all for helping out this channel and its momentum. All right. Let's see here. Blair, the rescheduling from C Cannabis looks like a little gold mine for me. I sure hope it works out. Alberto, Hot Wing Mike, nice roll. That deserves a daily bingo. And Uncle Bruce, you should give that was easy button right there as well.
That was easy.
I think that's a good idea. Well done, Hot Wing Mike. And any of you out there able to pull off some successful rollovers today,
that was easy.
Easy money. Take the easy money and run with it. Why not? This is what you're here for. Premiums, out of the money contracts. Take the dough from these people. Absolutely take the dough. The gamblers are ridiculous. Getting $4-something bucks for a $13 call. That's like selling out at $17.60. That's pretty good. That's not a bad move. Yeah, I like that. I like the upside potential of that move. Well done. GameStop 11.17 up 26 cents. SoFi 7.01 up 9. Nvidia at 8.48 up 17.80. Matterport up 5 cents. Jow's up 102. Yeah, it's up to you how you want to make money in this market. If you want to make money on Matterport, you can just buy the stock, write 550 contracts for Jan 26, and sit back and say, all right, take me out. 550 a share. Contracts are worthless. They will die the day the deal goes down. The day the stock is off the market, swapped out for 275 cash plus the stock, the options are gone. There are no more options. Your options end. You don't wait till January 26 on your Matterport contracts. They die in the next 60 to 90 days or less on the closeout of this Matterport deal. It's not going to take long. Thank you very much. Anyway, there you go. Cindy B, I have been rolling my Spire calls that I sold from 5 August to 7 December, paying $1.15, but they're going up to $2. So I'm paying $1.15 and I'm selling the new ones for $2. Nice going. And you're moving up $2 in strike? Nice move. Nice move. That's okay. You can definitely make that move. Why not go a little bit higher and take a little bit of extra cash? You're now selling out at 9. You're selling out at 9. Stock's at 10.07. Good move. Yeah. Right on. Cindy B, you're getting it. You are getting it. And others of you out there, if you're sitting now on contracts that have less than a month to go, and they've already dropped 75, 85%, and there's only pennies left to get, and you can get dollars if you move forward 3-6 months further out, you might want to make that move and take the dollars and redeploy that wherever you want, whether it's a cash secured put right, whether you're going to buy Matterport and write options on that, whether you're going to just buy NE at 50 cents a share, figuring they're going to take you out at a buck, whether you're going to do cash secured puts, $2,000 cash secured, credit spreads, whether you're going to do credit spreads on NVIDIA for $2,000 a piece. You can do that. You put together 2, 4, 6, 8,000 bucks. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4 credit spreads at a time on NVIDIA. Each one brings you 200 bucks every month or so in income. Thank you very much. You just increased your income 200, 400, 600, 800 every month. Take that. What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with any of this. This is all smart managing of your money and growing your income base. Absolutely. You know, if you can add $1,000 a month to your income by doing 5 credit spreads on NVIDIA or on Microsoft or whatever, that's $1,000 a month more that you have to make at work. 1,400 a month on. You have to make 1,400 at work to clear 1,000. Ballpark. This is significant money. This adds up. This is per month. Thank you very much. That's a 12,000. That is an $18,000 raise per year, gross. If you can make $1,000 a month from option income by doing credit spreads, you can bring in $1,000 a month more. That's like earning $1,400 a month at the office times 12. That is just about $17,000, $18,000 a year raise that you need to get to equal that net money in your pocket. This is how significant this is. Some of you are making $70,000 a year. To get a $17,000 bonus or $15,000 raise, not going to happen. You're not getting 20% raises. How many of you out there get 20% raises every year? I don't think so. You're looking at 1 or 2%, 3%, maybe 3.5%, and others of you don't get raises because you've been denied raises. Your employers are making you work for less money this year than last year because of inflation. They have not kept up. It's time to move on. It's time to take control here. Man. All right. Thank you all. Alberto, Cindy, I only give one bingo a day. Sorry. Tomorrow's another day, though. Hot Wing Mike, I feel special, Bertie. Cindy's laughing here. Alberto's laughing. Parker, Ivy, I want my SOFI cash secured put expiring tomorrow to be assigned so I can average down, strike at 7, current average 750 for the stock. Come on. There you go. I don't know. Tomorrow is option expiry day for sure. You're just joining me this morning. I will be doing the primetime live show tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time for Gold Bagel members of this channel. We missed yesterday's show, technical difficulties and other difficulties, but we're on tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. So join me tonight. Love to have you come by. All right, we're up 117 on the Dow. We're up 17 on S&P. We're up 98 on NASDAQ. Oil down is up a nickel right now, 79.05. It has already been at 78.90 today that I've seen. Oil is weak today again. NVIDIA's up 15.80. SoFi's up 9 cents at $7. GameStop up 28. Rocket Lab up 2.5 cents. AI is up 5 cents a share. All right, lots going on, following all kinds of different trends as per usual. And congratulations, those of you who are making money from writing options. Well done. Alberto, Parker, it's coming worse. Case scenario, you keep the premium and get all your money back. Buy the stock and average down or resell the cash secured puts for more money. You're in the win-win position for sure. Some of you who have written cash secured puts, if you've written them and you received like $1.50 for them, and now they're sitting at around 30, 40 cents, you might be better off to close those out and now rewrite new cash secured puts 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 months forward and taking another $1.50 and add that cash per contract to your bottom line. If you can do $10.50 cash secured puts that cost you $300 to buy back and you can bring in $1,500, you just add a $1,200 to your account. Increase whatever it is you're doing with that $1,200 and compound that money. That's what it's all about. Parker is saying, yeah, what Bertie said right there. Okay, there. Congrats, everybody. Welcome to the show. Nice to have you here. Great to see a good number of you out with me today. Thank you again for those of you who've been able to find a way to hit the thumbs up button for us. We do appreciate this. 159 have now come in. Jen and I send all of our love to all of you out there and our gratitude. Thank you all for being part of this channel and joining us and being part of the party. We really appreciate it, and it's humbling. It's fantastic. Thank you all so very, very, very much. Good crowd, great audience, and a fantastic family to be part of. If you're new here and you want to learn how to write options, there's a couple of ways to do it. You just hang around here a while and read the comments from the option writers over here. Ask a question if you can. If you're a member of the channel, you can ask a question of these people, and they'll try to respond to you. Become a Gold Bagel member and join the Discord group. Let me know with an email. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member right now. Here's my name. Can you send me the links to the Discord group? I'll get you set up there. Take classes, learn how we do it. There are 17 classes that I've done now to help people become option writers. And of course, the ultimate is to do a one-on-one where you schedule your own one-on-one session with me. We'll work out the timing of it and go from there. Thank you all so very much for your support of this channel, especially those of you who are Gold Bagel members. I thank you very much. Giddy up, kids. Lorraine, I'm number 160. Good morning to you. Parker, keep compounding. I think I'm getting into this whole trading thing. I'm getting this figured out here. Beach Point, Alberto, I disagree. Worst case scenario is Alberto pile dancing for no reason whatsoever. I think that's the worst right there. Watch out. I don't know. Okay. Fun stuff, everybody. Pile dancing. Yeah, we got to be careful about that. We can't overdo the pile dancing part of the show here. 113-point gain on the Dow, holding nicely. 455 on Matterport. What a deal here. Easy money being handed out. You pick up Matterport at 455, you're going to get 550. Worst case scenario, you get it 550. 60, 90 days or less. I don't know how much easier this can get. I just don't know. NVIDIA 845 up 1487. SOFI 702 up 10. GameStop 1110 up 19 cents. I remember back in the 80s, late 70s, 80s, there would be takeover offers. There were always our takeover offers, and a stock would be trading at $15 a share, and there'd be a takeover at $22 a share, and the stock would trade at $21.25. And a number of my salespeople would come to me and say, "Listen, I'm getting calls from clients. Some of my viewers are telling me that they're convinced that $23 offer or $22 offer, it's not going to work. The stock has to go higher." And they're asking me, should we buy the stock on this market now at 21 something a share, because the 22 offer might get bumped up to 23 or 24. Now, what can happen is there were times where an offer would be made, but there would be no counter offer from anybody else. And the board of directors of the company that were being taken over are not agreeing to the deal. They're voting against it as a board of directors, and they're recommending to the shareholders, do not accept this offer. And I have seen it where the first company, the only buyer, comes back to the company with a $24 offer. And I've seen rejections, I've seen acceptances, all kinds of stuff. And I have seen the shenanigans where company number one makes an offer, ups their offer, company number two shows up with a different offer, company number three shows up with a different offer, company number one ups their offer, company number two ups their offer, and eventually two of them fall off, only one left, and the deal gets done. I've seen all of this. But when you can buy a stock at significantly lower than what the deal is on the table for, like Matterport, if you can buy it at $4.55 a share, $4.56, knowing you're going to get $5.50 in cash and stock, and the stock portion has a 10% cushion of protection, this is easy money. This is just absolute out and out easy money. You can take advantage of a deal like this and say, "Thank you, sir. I'll take the money. Yeah, I'll take this deal. I'll write an option on it. I'll even write a call option on this stock for January 2026, 550 call strike price. Thank you very much. I'll take that deal." Right now, those are anywhere from 15 to 25 cents each. If you can get 24, 25, 26, 27 cents, that's easy money. That's free money right there. You can't write the fives because you're only going to get 50 cents max for those, and that's only 550. You can't write the fours or the 450s for fours or whatever. You're not going to get any premium on those. But that 550, an extra 25 cents in your pocket, you're now selling for 575. Doesn't sound like a lot, but a 455 buy and a 575 takeout, $1.20 to you on a 455 investment. You got 1,000 shares, you're going to make $1,200. You got 10,000 shares, you're going to make $12,000. There's just something wrong with making $12,000. Last time I heard, there's nothing wrong with making $12,000 extra dollars. Anyway, it's just out there, and like I say, I had brokers who would come to me as the manager, and they'd say to me, "I think I should buy this." And I'd say, "Yeah, load up on it. Try to convince as many of your. If you got a bunch of clients out there that just don't take any of your advice at all, they just don't want to buy anything from you, or they just don't want to make a move, show them this deal." And I mean, it's a done deal. They're going to get $1 a share more if they buy the stock now. They just have to wait 3 to 6 months. These are the old days. If there were competing bidders, it would then take 3, 6, 9 months. But so what? You could make $4 a share gain on a $20 stock. It's 20% for 4 months' time, 5 months' time. Who cared? Yeah, it was great money. Here, if this thing closes in 60 days and you end up with $1.20 on it, this is a nice return for 2 months of your time. Very nice return. So annualize it, and you'll go, whoa, this is serious money. There you go. I'm just saying. It's up to you. We'll see what happens. On the ME front, the ME shares are 49.7, 50 cents a share. I'm thinking to take this company private, it's got to be done at $1 a share. That's my personal opinion. But I don't know what's going to happen. If the CEO makes an offer for $1 a share, could that spur one or two other companies to come in at $1.10, $1.25, $1.50? Could that happen? And then could there be a bidding war all the way to $2? I can tell you this: if an offer is made for $1 a share cash, the stock will reach 90 cents right away. Right, it'll go within 10% of that level immediately. If a second offer comes in at $1.25 cash, the stock will trade at $1.10, $1.15 immediately. But if the second offer is by a big pharmaceutical against the CEO, there's a possibility that the CEO might revise the offer and go to $1.50. Now you have a bidding war. The stock will trade over the bid at the offers. So the $1.25 offer comes in, the stock will trade at $1.40. The market is anticipating a bigger yield, a bigger takeout. That could happen. But at the moment, we're at 49.7 cents on ME because no offer has formally been made. A talk of an offer has been made. Yes, a filing about talking about buying it, but no offer yet. And this is why the stock is still 49.50 cents. It has not yet made a big move because nothing is on the table in any written format. So that's why I'm sitting here going, this stock could be halted in 15 minutes for an hour, 2 hours, or the rest of the day, and tomorrow morning, ME will trade with a formal offer on the table that would have been made later today. That's possible, and tomorrow's opening might be 90, 95 cents. Possible. No guarantees, though, until we know. There you are. That's just where I'm at. Alrighty. Welcome all. Thank you. Beach Boy, Alberto. I disagree. Worst case scenario, Alberta pile dancing. Real, is there a regulatory process before the deal gets done on Matterport on top of the shareholder voting for it? I don't think so. The SEC gets notified of the offer. The shareholders get notified of the offer. The shareholders have to vote on the offer. The shares are tabulated on the last day that they have until they vote. And then the results are released to the market. And if it's approved within 5 to 10 business days, it's a done deal. It just gets implemented. That's how I see it. I don't see anything else to stop it. Nothing else to delay. Savage Wall Street. I sold 50 SOFI $10 covered calls expiring January, and I took in 75 cents each. Take me out. I want to run. If stock wants to go up, I'm going to roll into 1250s into January. I don't know what will happen. What do I know? I know I have $3,750 right now in my hand that I'll make tangible. Let's go. There you go. There's that too. You can write SOFI call options. You could write $5 call options on SOFI. Good till January 26. You could write those right now. You'd probably get yourself, 350, 360? Let me take a look. What can you get for a January $5 Jan 26 contract? Let's take a look here. 335, 355, last to 350. So if you hauled in 350 or 355 or something like that, you would bring in enough money. Every time you sell two contracts, you'd have $700, which will let you buy another share. So that would allow you to increase your shareholding by 50%. You can go from 10,000 SOFI to 15,000 SOFI if you were to write the $5 call options for January 2026. Obviously, selling at 350 means you're offering your stock at $8.50, but you're utilizing that premium to buy more shares. So if you go from 10,000 shares ultimately to 20,000 shares, because once you get the 5,000 shares, you're going to write 50 contracts, which will let you buy another 2,500 shares. You'll write another 25 contracts. You'll buy another 1,200 shares. You'll write 12 more contracts. You'll buy 600 more shares. You'll write 6 more. You'll end up doubling your share position to 20,000 shares. And if you get taken out at $5 on all 20,000 shares, you will be paid $100,000 in cash for 20,000 shares at $5 a share. Where right now, you own 10,000 shares of SOFI, they're worth $70,000. $7 a share times 10,000 shares. So you could basically use your margin, buy up 8,000 shares of SOFI right now at $697 a share. Write 180 contracts on these fives, around 350 or something like that. And that money will pay for all the stock you just bought. You have no margin to build, no margin owing. And you could probably then top up with 2,000 more shares to get you to 20,000, write those last 20 contracts, and you should be just about even. And now you're sitting there going, okay, I got 20,000 shares of SOFI instead of 10,000 shares of SOFI. I dare you to take me out. They're in the money, take me out. And if you were taken out in a month, 2 months, 3 months, you'd be paid out $100,000. It's okay. Say thank you, sir. May I have another? If nothing happens, the stock sits at $7 for 6 months. That contract will go from $350 to $3 because it'll lose 6 months of value. The premium is going to shrink on it. You keep that value. You keep that. That 50 cents is yours times 200 contracts, 10 grand. And of course, in 6 months from now, there will be June contracts created for 2026. And September 2026's, and eventually January 2027's will show up. And at that point in time, you might buy back your $5 contracts that you sold for $350 for $280 and sell $5 contracts for 2027 for $350, $360, and take the 60, 80 cents on 200 contracts, 16 grand added cash. You'll take it. And you could just buy more stock with it and write more contracts with it, growing your portfolio again. And if you end up with 22,000 shares, 23,000 shares at $5 a share, you get paid 115 grand, and you keep all your premiums. That if there's any money left over, it's up to you. Totally up to you how you want to play this. There's many a way to do this. Giddy up, everybody! Welcome to the party and welcome to the show. Thank you for being here today. Thank you again for these thumbs ups and your kind words. Thank you all for being so generous to us. Appreciate you. 173 thumbs ups are now on the board. We've been on the air an hour and 38 minutes here. 22 minutes to go. We're up 24 on the Dow. Matterport is 455. ME at 49.9. NVIDIA 835 a share, up 460. SOFI 696. GameStop 1106, up 15. Rocket Lab down 3 cents. AI down 31. Got a little sell wave going through here. Nothing serious, just double sell wave. Welcome to the party, pal. This is the way these markets go. It's okay. We'll take fluctuations. It's what we know to expect in this market. Thank you very, very much. Alrighty, a double D, 348 on those contracts. There you go, 348. Yeah, you can sell them for a penny less, 349. You can offer them at 354. Offer them at 359. If you buy SOFI now at 696, and you're looking to write 180 contracts, you might offer 180 contracts at 369 a share, 15 cents above where they're trading at. And you're saying the stock pops to 720, 730, they're taking me out up there. They're going to take me out up there. That is more money than I need to buy all the stock I just bought. Thank you very much. Then you easily will double your shareholdings. And if you buy them now, you're taking them off the market at 694, 696 a share. You're stealing cheap paper to write these fives on for a nice premium, maybe worth your while. Totally up to you how you want to play this. How long do you want to wait? What kind of investor are you? What kind of risk tolerance do you have? This is where you have to decide for yourself. What works for me? Giddy up, kids. It's totally okay. Of course, you can sell the stock right now. Just sell it and write cash secured puts. Write $7 cash secured puts on SOFI for as far out as you want to go. You might end up writing SOFI cash secured puts to January 2026. If you did, your $7 cash secured puts will give you about 204, 205. If the stock were to pop to 710, a little more, they'll give you less, but $2 a share, 205 on your $7 cash secured put. That's almost 30% on your money. Shares go up to $8.59 in the next 6 months. Those puts will be $1, will be 80 cents. And you'll buy them back for less than half what you sold them for. Keep the change and write future contracts, say June 27s or January 27s for $2, $2.10. Maybe you'll write 8s and say, thank you, sir, may I have another. You might write 10s right now. You could write 10s. You could sell the stock right now at $7 and then write $10 cash secured puts for a $4, $10, $4.10, $4.15 in income, 40% on the $10 contract. And you can do whatever you want with that $4. You can write more cash secured puts or move into something else. But if you've got 10,000 shares, you sell them, and now you write $4 contracts, cash secured puts, you're bringing in $40,000 in cash. That will let you do $20 put credit spreads on NVIDIA at a time. So your 10,000 SOFI now are helping you generate income from NVIDIA using put credit spreads. Now, if you can pull in $2 a month on some conservative writing strategies over there, 20 times, that's $4,000 a month in income from your 10,000 shares of SOFI. You're just leveraging what you got and putting it to work, making your stock work for you while you're waiting for it to do something. Shares go up to $9. Those $10 puts have a $1 book value, 50, 60 cent time premium. They're worth $1.60, $1.80. You sold them for $4.10. Thank you very much. You can buy those back and now write $12 contracts further out and bring in $3, $4 for those. Roll-ups, rollovers, more money. Now you can write more credit spreads, more money, more cash flow. Thank you very much. We're back to $7 on SOFI. Okay, 53 points on the Dow. Matterport 455. NVIDIA now 839, up 940 again, climbing. GameStop up 16 cents. All right, guys. Savage Wall Street. Uncle Bruce, between the 3750 yesterday, the 6500 on Tuesday, and the 5000 on Monday, I have $15,000 from SOFI options alone in my account right now. I don't want to hear anyone say there's no money in selling covered calls. Real money. There you go, 15 grand. And do what you wish with it. Whatever else you want to work on. We're at 840 on NVIDIA again. Writing $680 to $700 put contract credit spreads on NVIDIA with a stock at 840. A comfortable place to be for a month, 3 weeks. Not a bad place to be if you could afford to write those kind of contracts. With 15 grand lying around, this guy could write 7 of them. 7 $20 spreads down there. Whatever he gets added money from the value of his stock. Totally up to each of you to decide how you want to play this one. Giddy up, kids. $7 a share on SoFi. Volume now on SoFi, by the way, 8.5 million shares. We're 45 minutes into the day. Only 8.5 million shares. Is that telling? We're ahead on the session, and we don't even have 10 million shares traded. It's really quiet, but that means there's no wave of desperation sellers coming in. They're done. The shorters, they're not shorting here. They don't want to short at 7 because they got to buy back at 6. They're kind of going, well, if it goes to 8, I'll short it and buy it back at 7 maybe, or 850 to 750, or 950 to 850. They're looking for a better move. The problem, of course, is the 200 million that are shorted perhaps right now are watching the market go up, not down. What happened to the selling? They're wondering. We had 140 million trade on Monday. We had 80 million trade on what was it yesterday? How much yesterday? Wednesday, 60 million trade. We're turning 8 now. We're drying out. How are these guys going to get 200 million shares back if only 8 million are trading this morning? And 8 million trading, 8.5, it's up a dime. What does that tell you? It doesn't take much to move this market, does it? That's right. That's what I'm thinking too. Isn't this fun? Well, now, Savage, now I'll let these contracts expire, maybe not. All I know is that I will pay less than for what I received. That cash, I'll buy back AI covered calls that are 60% less than what I sold. Same with Unity, buy more SoFi. There you go. Savage, and others are doing this because they took the classes. You're learning how we do this. Compound your results. Make money on the money that you're making on the money. That's the secret of success here. Make your money work for you and make all your money work for you. And don't be shortchanging yourself with tiny little credits where you could take these penny, 10, 20, 40, 50 cent buybacks and roll them into $2, $3 contracts and bring in a couple of bucks a contract multiple times. This is what it's about. This is the time. Absolutely. Very good. Interesting stuff. We're up 76 points on the Dow. We're up 4 on Matterport. ME 49.6. Nvidia's up $7. SoFi is 7 to 702. GameStop up 16 cents. Rocket Lab down 0.2 of a penny. That's all it's down right now. All right, everybody. Thank you all. Alberto's sending Beach Boy some kind of a pile dancing video. Beach Boy Savage, what's your next vacay destination? Courtesy of SoFi then. Lemon pies by the pool, man. Alex, number 138, good morning, my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Alberto Savage, I won't post my earnings, but I'm with you. Well, you already know. There you go, everybody. Congrats. Fun times. Money being made. Thank you for the out-and-out donations, you say. Why not? The option gamblers are just dropping it on the table. Beautiful. Look at that oil price. Down 22 cents again. $78.83. Oil is dropping again. It's a sell wave, a little recovery, a sell wave, a little recovery, a sell wave. Oil is dropping. It looks like every day now it's been dropping this week. Okay. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Savage is saying that I will also take my family to Lake Tahoe again next month. We will have fun. Kids will act out. Going to take the wife to a wonderful dinner, and I'll drink some good whiskey. Starts with class number 1, kids. It pays for herself. Beach Boy. Alberto, you might want to delete that video. It's too scary. Zen Estate, I just joined Uncle Bruce sell SoFi and said number 180 thumbs ups. I'm not talking about selling SoFi for selling SoFi's sake. I'm talking about strategies to compound money from your SoFi investment. If you sell the shares of SoFi, you could just turn right around and write $7 cash secured puts on SoFi for Jan 26. And so you sell the stock at 7 and get paid 205 ballpark in cash to write the 7s. You can do what you want with that $2. On the other hand, you could buy just as many SoFi as you have right now on margin. You could take 10,000 shares and buy 10,000 shares or any amount up to that, and then write $205 contracts, strike price contracts for January 2026. You'll haul in 350 or more on that, which will pay for all the stock you just bought on margin. It's all paid for. Now you've doubled your stock position. You might have 20,000 shares of SOFI instead of 10,000 shares of SOFI. You're offering them at $5 each. If you get taken out, you get paid $100,000 in cash for 20,000 shares at $5 each. Right now, your 10,000 shares are worth $70,000 each. How to turn 70 into 100,000 in one move. Buy 10,000 shares, write 200 calls. Boom, you just turned it into a $100,000 position. If you get taken out and you're in the money, you will be taken out at the end for sure. But in the meantime, yeah, you might be. There you go. Can be done. Beach Point, Zed, yeah, sell now before it gets delisted, newbie. Noobs, thank you, Albert. Thank you, Beach Point. Thank you, Zed Estate. Thank you all who are here today and watching what we're doing. Lots of possibilities here. Many ways to play it. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you all. And Savage of Wall Street, Zed, forget buying shares. Just buy my contracts. I can give you some wonderful lottery tickets for cheap. Well, why pay $7 for SoFi when you can pay 75 cents to $1 for a contract? Going to the moon, baby. There you go. Alex, I'm trying to calculate my monthly profits. Do y'all consider profit to occur when a covered call, cash secured put, credit spread is opened and the money comes in, or when you close it and the liability ends? How do you do it? Blah, blah, blah. Some, of course, are still pending trades. Obviously, you're holding them, you're pending. You can calculate their value to you as a gain or a present loss, or a pending gain or a pending loss based on positions as of the moment. But every day that number will change. Welcome to the market. Alberto, Alex, money in hand, closed contracts. There's another way to do it. See, there you go. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here today and hanging out with us. It's nice to see you all here today. All right, fun stuff. Let's take a look at some of our favorites. Here we go. The Rocket Lab shares are $3.84. They were as close to $4 earlier today. They were almost ready to go to $4. What will Rocket Lab ultimately do? We had $3.94 today, 971,000 shares on Rocket Lab. SoFi, of course, 698 to 702 is kind of what we're doing right now. GameStop, 1108, up 17. Matterport, up 4. 23andMe at 49.2. We've got Spire down 9. We've got ATIP up 20. We got SmartRent up 3.5 cents or so. Apple up $2. Goldman up 250. Cisco down 9. Tesla's down 350. We got ARC down 1 penny today. We have Microsoft up $1.27 now. Pfizer up 47 cents. HPQ down 18. Alphabet up $1.34. Amazon up 193. Nvidia is up 350 at 834. Unity down a quarter. AI down 23. Adobe up 255. Netflix up 667. The spiders are up 78. The Qs are up 76. IBM down 128. We got Meta down 389 right now. Vanik up 64. Home Depot up 8. Enphase down 153. Palantir up 12 cents. Uber up 27. And Coinbase up 466. Welcome everybody to the show. Nice to have you in the house this morning with a lot to follow here. Your participation is much appreciated today, everybody. Thank you. 184 thumbs ups have come through. We're only 16 away from 200. Coming up to the 2-hour mark of the show. Thank you all for helping out with the thumbs up. We have 255 people watching right now. 184 thumbs ups in the house. Looking to pop that a little bit higher. Thank you all for coming through for us today. And welcome to the party, pals. Tons of fun happening all around here. Okay. Right on. Thank you all. All right, let's see here. Alex, thank you both. This stuff makes my head swim. Writing contracts is much easier. Alberto, Alex, only when you've closed the contracts. If you sold a contract in 2023 and it expires in 2024, once the contract is closed, it's considered earned money. Bobby Atkinson, Rocket Lab report, May the 6th, Monday coming, I believe. I think you're right, my friend. Beach Boy Zed, forget Savage. My calls are much better. Get your lottery tickets from Beach Boy. Guaranteed lemon pie is the extra right here. Alex, cheers. This isn't for tax reasons. I'm just trying to understand better why my account, why does it keep growing? Alberto, BG, are we sending pie donations or only speaking of pie donations? I'm a man of action, he says. Bobby, quote, January 26, 550 calls on Matterport for 20 cents. Purchased 40 more shares. And then, what is it? WT free cash. Average is 632. So this will be a tax loss harvest play at the end. Still better than 175 a share. That's true. That is true, Bobby. You ended up writing those. Yeah, well, like I say, the more you can get, the more your average will be dropped and the more profit you make. Giddy up, however you want to do it. Totally your call, my friend. But there's money to be had on that deal. We're up 156 on the Dow. We just popped here. We just jumped. We're up 18 on S&P, 92 on Nasdaq. So we just had a bit of a pop here on the market. We're up $12 on Nvidia right now. We just jumped up here about $6 a share, $7 a share. Something's going on. Somebody said something. I don't know who, but somebody said something. Okay. All right. 843 on Nvidia, up almost $13 now. Matterport up 5. Dow's up 150. Oil up 8 cents at the moment. SoFi $7. GameStop 11.08. Rocket Lab down a half a penny. AI down 9. Super Micro down $9. What else going on? Adobe up $3. The Qs are rising. The SPYs are coming on. Apple up 225. Tesla down 236, but it's coming on right now. Enphase only down 89 cents. We're improving here. We're up 780 on Netflix. AMD down 87 cents, but it's coming up too. Unity is rising. We're down just 9 cents on Unity. We've gone from 2403 to 2440 in like 3, 4, 5 minutes. So something's happening there. Stocks are catching a bit. Google is up 193. Moderna is up 855. Cisco down 8 cents. Pfizer up 50. Microsoft up 180. IBM down 117 right now. We're only down 15 on HPQ, 15 cents. Amazon up 230. Home Depot up 58. Vanik up 150. Goldman up 290. Boeing is up 445. Just took a shot up here from a low of 172 to 175.91. So Boeing is making a move. Don't know what it is, but it's happening. Meta is at 436.60. Got down to 432. It's now 436, down 277. There's a bit of a run there going on. Target is up 97. JP Morgan down 71. Costco up 480. That popped up. Walmart up 65. That popped up. Disney up 68. American Airlines up 16. AMC is up 2 cents. DraftKings up 9 cents. Royal Caribbean down 52. All right. Giddy up, everybody. What else is going on here? Zeta State. I have 10,000 shares of SoFi, but my cost is $9. Then we sell $7 puts. Does that work? Well, if you sell the stock at 7, just using round numbers, you sell it at 7, you get 70 grand. Now you can write 100 cash secured puts, $7 cash secured puts expiring Jan 26. You'll get paid about $2 for those. So that gives you 70 grand cash in the account plus 20 grand cash in the account, 90 grand, right? You can do whatever you want with the 20,000. You want to write another 20, almost 30 more cash secured puts at 9, at 7, good till 26. You'll bring in another 6 grand, and then you can write 8 more. You can do this. Yes, you can compound it. Now, SoFi shares, they go to $8 3 months from now. You know, I'm not asking for anything out of the ordinary. They just go to $8. Your 7s are out of the money by $1. they are essentially worth nothing except time value. They will drop to $1.50, $1.60. You'll already be up 40 cents a contract for the 100 you wrote and every one after that. So if you wrote 130 contracts and you're up 40 cents a contract, at that point in time, you're up $5,200. They're $5,200 cheaper than what you sold them for. You could close them out and take the money and write eights and take a bigger cash in, or just do nothing and wait. Shares go to 9 or 10 in a year. Those contracts are 50, 60 cents each. You keep 140, 150 in your pocket on all of them, and then do a roll up and write 10s or 12s. You could do that too. On the other hand, Zeta State, if you sell your stock for 70 grand, you can now write 70 $10 cash secured puts for Jan 2026, and you'll get paid over $4 each for 70 of them. That's 28,000 in cash in your hand. So you got 70,000 in the bank plus 28,000 from these puts. You got 98,000 in the bank, and then you're writing $10 cash secured puts on the 28 grand. You'll do 28. Is it 28 more? Yeah, probably 28 more. You'll take in 11,000 more, and then you'll write another 10 or 11 $10 puts. You can do this again and again and again, or you can write 10s and 7s, combine them, do half 7s, half 10s, bring in the cash, buy half 7s, half 10s, write again. I mean, you can write cash secured puts on cash secured puts on cash secured puts. Up to you, however you want to do it. This is a never-ending game to put your money and leverage it, make it work for you. We're up 156 on the Dow, and Nvidia's 842.50, up $12. SOFI 698, GameStop 1104, Rocket Lab is green, up 1.5 cents right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals, and thank you all for being with me today for 2 hours and 1 minute. If you've been here since the beginning of the show, I thank you. If you've been in and out of here, which is typical, I thank you as well. Appreciate all of you coming through and saying hello, becoming part of the group. We've now got 194 thumbs ups. 194 thumbs ups. We are 6 away from 200. I thank you all for helping us out. It's great to see you all. Just seeing an ad right now on my channel here, the Salton Sea. Seeing an ad about the Salton Sea. Isn't that interesting? California Natural Resources. Isn't that interesting? Man, oh man, I see some interesting ads on my channel. How about you? 194 thumbs ups, and we're going to have 200 plus because of the rerunners of this show. Thank you. Those of you, 199 now. There we are, 199. Thank you. Savage is saying here to Zeta State, yes, or you can sell 100 $9 strikes for January 25 and ask 95 cents, bring in 9,500, and then you can buy 1,500 more shares to average down at $6.98 a share. You can do that too. Yes. There are a million combinations here you can put together. Totally up to you how you want to do it. If you've got a $9 average and you write these $5 calls and bring in 350, and then you double your share count to 10,000 shares, your average is going to go from 9, buying at 7, your average is 8. So you got an $8 average for all your stock. Fair enough. You've just brought that down quite nicely. And you're offering 20,000 shares at $1 each, $5 each, anytime they want to take it. You'll be paid 100 grand. You didn't have 100 grand into your deal when you bought the stock. You got 10,000 with a 9 average. You're into it for 90 grand. You do this deal and get taken out at 5 a share. You got $100,000. You're up $10,000. What are you going to do now? You're going to buy the stock back. You're going to write more contracts. You're going to take that money and buy more stock. You're probably going to go to 30,000 shares from 10 to 20 to 15 to 30. You'll go to 30,000 shares, and they might be done at 5 a share. It might all be 5. You get taken out for 150,000 if you get taken out. Now you're making money. You're compounding returns. But again, It's up to you how you want to play this. Never ending possibilities. Butter, making the money. Uncle Bruce, thank you as always. Making the butter. Rock and roll, kids. All right, that's it for me. I got to go. Thank you all for joining me today and always joining me. Jen and I thank you. Appreciate your following us and your kind words and your loyalty to the channel. Thank you for being members. Thank you for becoming members. Thank you for upgrading your membership. Don't forget tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to desperately try to remember that tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, I will be live for Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members. So join me tonight if you dare, and we'll go over all the possibilities and all of the trades you're doing or whatever you're up to. You talk to me about your situations. We'll go from there. Thank you again for helping out with the thumbs ups today. Thank you helping out by subscribing. We have 207 thumbs ups now. This is awesome. They're coming in, still coming in. Thank you. The rerunners out there, keep hitting those thumbs ups as well. Thanks, guys. And let's go. Savage, you don't have to take the money, though, Zed. You can roll your 9s into 2025 to 12s in 2026 and bring in even more money. Stuart is going, neat, 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 neat. Swear, have a great day, everybody. Savage Wall Street, I'm a fat boy. Savage, I like to roll. Dude, tonight live. Yes, sir. 7 o'clock Eastern. Savage, have a good day, my friends. Brian, I'm late. 208. Thank you, everybody. Larry Titus, have a good one. Neat, 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 neat. Dude, he's bringing the sunglasses. There you go. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Make a bunch of money out there. Keep an eye on your options. Work that market. We're up 156 right now. And looking okay. There's opportunity in them there hills. Grab your share and join me tonight. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. Appreciate you. We'll see you later tonight, 7 o'clock. Bye for now.